Welcome to Coin Explorer. The coin shown is a 1948 Lincoln wheat cent, a 1-cent United States coin struck during the first full decade after World War II. Its missing mint mark is significant for identification. On Lincoln cents of this period, a blank space below the date indicates Philadelphia. That makes this example a 1948 Philadelphia issue. The more important question is not whether every 1948 cent is scarce, but why collectors study its condition, color, surfaces, and production details so carefully. The obverse carries Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right, with liberty at the left, and in God we trust above. The date, 1948, appears to the right of Lincoln's shoulder. This basic design had been used since 1909. When the Lincoln cent replaced the Indian head cent. By 1948, the portrait was already a familiar part of American commerce, connecting an ordinary denomination with one of the nation's most consequential presidents. Turn the coin over, and the reverse explains the name wheat cent. 2 wheat ears frame the central inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America, while a pluribus unum follows the upper rim. Brenner's original reverse remained in use through 1958. The design is especially important to collectors because the 1948 coin belongs to the final decade of the wheat reverse, before the Lincoln Memorial reverse appeared in 1959. The physical specifications are straightforward. A standard 1948 Lincoln cent weighs 3.11 grams, measures 19 millimeters across, and has a plain, rather than reeded, edge. Its alloy is bronze, consisting of 95% copper with the remaining 5% made from tin and zinc. Those specifications distinguish it from the famous wartime steel cents of 1943 and place the 1948 issue firmly within the traditional bronze composition used for Lincoln cents of this era. The photograph shows no D or S mint mark beneath the date, identifying the coin as a Philadelphia production. In 1948, Philadelphia struck 317,570,000 Lincoln cents, while Denver produced 172,637,500 and San Francisco produced 81,735,000. These figures are reported separately by mint, so they should not be treated as one universal mintage for every 1948 cent. The Philadelphia figure also explains why a no mint mark example is a normal and established issue. Production in 1948 took place at a time when the United States was adjusting to the post-war economy. World War II had ended only a few years earlier, and the nation was moving from wartime production toward peacetime consumer activity. The cent remained an essential circulating denomination, and large quantities were needed for everyday transactions. A 1948 Lincoln cent therefore represents more than a date on copper. It is a small artifact of America's immediate post-war monetary landscape. Another historical detail lies in the continuity of the design. Lincoln had first appeared on the cent in 1909, marking the centennial of his birth, and the wheat reverse continued until the end of 1958. A 1948 example sits relatively late in that long run. It was struck before the Lincoln Memorial was added to the reverse, so collectors can place it within a clearly defined design era rather than viewing it as an isolated one-year issue. The first value question is condition. Circulated 1948 Philadelphia cents commonly show friction on Lincoln's hair, cheek, jaw, coat, and shoulder, along with wear on the wheat ears and lettering. As wear increases, original detail disappears, and the coin becomes less desirable to collectors seeking high-grade examples. A lightly worn specimen can therefore be more appealing than a heavily circulated one, even though both carry the same date, denomination, and Philadelphia origin. Uncirculated pieces are evaluated differently because the collector is looking for original mint surfaces rather than simply sharp remaining design. Luster, strike quality, contact marks, spots, and color all matter. Copper-based coins are commonly classified by color as brown, or red, reflecting how much original reddish appearance remains. A bright-looking coin is not automatically superior, however. Unnatural surfaces, polishing, or chemical treatment can reduce confidence and collector appeal. Surface quality deserves particular attention on an older bronze cent. Scratches, corrosion, carbon spots, stains, dents, and evidence of cleaning can significantly affect desirability. Cleaning is especially important because a coin may appear brighter afterward while losing the original surface characteristics collectors want to preserve. Natural toning can be acceptable and sometimes attractive, whereas unusual coloration should be examined carefully. The goal is to determine what happened to the metal, not simply judge how shiny it looks. Mint marks also matter when comparing 1948 Lincoln cents. Philadelphia pieces have no mint mark, Denver pieces carry a D, and San Francisco pieces carry an S. The mint designation can influence how collectors compare availability and condition across the three issues. For the coin shown here, the absence of a mint mark is consistent with Philadelphia production. It should not be mistaken for a missing letter error unless other evidence demonstrates that the coin was struck elsewhere. Varieties and minting errors can add another layer of interest, but they require evidence. A genuine double die, off-center strike, clipped planche, die break, or other recognized mint error is different from damage acquired after the coin entered circulation. Small irregularities in lettering or the rim can result from ordinary wear, contact, photography, or handling. Serious attribution, therefore, depends on comparing the feature with documented varieties and, when appropriate, obtaining professional examination or certification. Authentication becomes increasingly important as a coin's claimed grade or rarity rises. A genuine 1948 Philadelphia cent should have the expected date, design, dimensions, weight, composition, and surface characteristics. Professional grading services can authenticate and encapsulate qualifying coins while assigning a standardized grade and color designation. Certification does not create rarity, but it can give buyers and sellers greater confidence when an unusually well-preserved example is being evaluated in the collector market. So what actually determines the market value of a 1948 Philadelphia Lincoln cent? It is the combination of grade, color, originality, strike, surface quality, recognized varieties or errors, and collector demand. Typical circulated examples are generally modestly priced, while exceptionally preserved, original, and professionally certified pieces can bring substantial premiums relative to ordinary coins. Market prices change over time, and a price realized for one exceptional specimen should never be treated as a guaranteed value for every 1948 cent. To research a 1948 Lincoln cent properly, start with the evidence visible on the coin. Confirm the 1948 date and the absence of a mint mark, then inspect Lincoln's portrait, the wheat reverse, edge, and overall surfaces. Next, assess wear, luster, color, scratches, cleaning, spots, strike quality, and any unusual feature that might represent a genuine variety or error. Those characteristics, combined with authentication and current collector demand, provide a far more reliable basis for valuation than the date alone.